Okay, mistake number 4. You see, we've seen a few mistakes. And this is an interesting one. The mistake is, I have to be sure first. I need to be certain. Right? So you say, what are you going to do? Oh, I haven't finished the analysis. So this is sort of a different kind of mistake. This is the sort of mistake where someone says, you know, entrepreneurs often develop detailed plans and they do too much research before making a decision. So I know this is a bit odd because it seems different from the other ones, but it's also a mistake. It's a mistake not to do enough. It's a mistake to do too much. And many of them, they refuse to make a decision if they can't prove it completely. Now, the reality is that in entrepreneurial environments, when you're doing startups, or when you're trying to be very innovative, often it's really difficult to prove something. It's new. Or you don't have the resources yet. Or the market is still really changing. Day by day, the market is different. And so it's hard to prove something completely. And so you've got to find a balance. A balance between, you know, having enough information so you can move ahead, but not doing it so quickly that you're not really understanding the reality of the situation. The fact is, we live in a world there's a combination of uncertainty, and it's often more uncertain. And it's learning how to think about and manage uncertainty, I think, is one of the key things of entrepreneurship. Because it is an uncertain world out there. So avoiding this mistake, my advice. In a dynamic market, try to act fast. Analyze quickly, gather information as quickly as you can, and then act fast. Because the world is changing. And the longer you wait, the more difficult it can be. So gather information quickly and look for the evidence that is really critical. Look for the evidence of high risk and high reward. Look for the extremes. Right? That will often be a good guide, because if you see evidence of high risk and danger, right, then it might be a reason to pull back. But if you can see evidence of high reward, that could be a good sign to at least keep going. Learn by doing and experimenting. And I'm sure, my guess is that's the way it happens at iStarter as well. Doing prototypes, doing experiments, testing things in the market. Do that. Do it again, do it again. That's a good way to learn. Experimentation. And remember, I think that often the worst decision is making no decision. If I was an entrepreneur or someone like that, I'd almost set myself a rule. Right? If I've got a decision to make that's important, if I can't make it in a week or two, move on. Because it's going to be difficult to do it any better than that.